Hi, my name is Jules and I'm the Metadata Librarian here at Vermont Historical Society. So this is a collection of Rutland Railroad train timetables dated between 1929 and 1953. The Rutland Railroad Company ran in Vermont, New York, and Canada between the 1840s and the 1950s. The earliest line completed by Rutland Railroad in 1849 ran from Rutland to downtown Burlington. The Rutland Railroad ran both passenger and freight trains. The freight trains carried many Vermont exports such as coal, stone, lumber, and of course, dairy products. These so-called milk trains used refrigerated train cars and allowed Vermont dairy farmers to expand their profits and reach a wider audience. Vermont railroads allowed many Vermonters to move out west, where there was more land at cheaper prices. The building of the railroads, however, attracted immigrants to the state. Many of these workers were from Ireland, but people came from Italy, Canada, Sweden, Scotland, and Wales to work on the railroads. Working conditions were difficult and dangerous, often causing injuries and deaths. Phineas Gage was working on the Rutland to Burlington line in Cavendish, Vermont in 1848 when he sustained his famous injury, an explosion causing a tamping iron to pass fully through his skull, leaving him severely injured but alive. It's interesting to note the history of standard time in the United States and how that relates to railroads. In 1883, US and Canadian railroad companies established standard time in response to multiple fatal train collisions caused by railway workers having different times on their watches. Previously, time was not standardized in the US and varied from town to town. Standardized time was not written into US law until 1918, which also marked the start of daylight savings time, although it was repealed in 1919 and not reinstated nationally again until 1942 in an effort to conserve energy during World War II. There's a note at the bottom of the Rutland timetable from June 10, 1929, saying that the time shown in this folder is Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour slower than daylight savings time. And on the timetable for November 1st, 1942, there is a note that Eastern Standard Time is the same as Eastern Wartime. These timetables would have been made available to passengers so they knew where to meet the train, at what station, and at what time. The Rutland Railroad Company ceased service to their passenger lines in 1953 amidst financial issues, and was granted permission to abandon the line by the Interstate Commerce Commission in 1962. The lines were sold off to various other companies, including Vermont Railway and Green Mountain Railroad. Additionally, parts of what were once Rutland Railroad lines have been incorporated into Vermont's rail trails, including the Island Line Rail Trail, which features the beautiful Colchester Causeway across Lake Champlain. Thank you for joining us today. To learn more about our collections, visit us at vermonthistory.org or follow us on social media.